Say something now.
Testing. Still not moving. Oh wait,
Okay.
there you go.
All right. Yeah, man. Just let me know when y'all ready for me to start.
Jalen, you ready?
Yes.
Jalen's ready. I'm ready.
Only got like 6 people in the stream.
You probably thought that we was streaming at 9:30 or 8:30 Central still.
Oh, shit.
Did we post a news feed? Yeah, 10 in the stream. Sue dude.
Gaming.
Amy.
Home gaming.
Tay Jackson has stepped in the building. Jalen, you doing play-by-play?
Yeah, I could do that.
Mm-hmm. Elijah Hawkins. Hey TJ, is there a way for, because maybe it's us looking at your screen. Did you make this full screen, like the stream? Not sure if it is a way.
It won't let me because the same size that it is, like the biggest size that it is. Unless, hold on.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, just like, yeah.
That's good.
Okay, that's probably the biggest it'll let me get, bro.
No, yeah, that's much better.
I'm gonna start when we get to 20 people. Not on mine. Yeah. Got 12, 0 likes, or 4 likes, 5 likes now.
My man Austin just came in. What up, Austin? Oh, his mic is muted. Austin, keep in mind that they can't hear you on the stream. TJ won't be doing commentary with us tonight. But he'll be watching and doing broadcast.
Wait, I ain't doing commentary?
No, TJ.
Oh, TJ ain't in commentary tonight.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I was just telling him that.
Hey, Austin, TJ can still hear you right now.
Oh, that's cool. That's cold, man. That's cold.
You heard him,
Yeah.
Austin?
What's up? What happened?
Did you hear TJ?
I didn't hear him. I think is he that background sound? I can't hear anything from that.
Oh yeah, he was like oh, so that's cool then, huh?
Yeah.
Keep running. Cool lane in the stream with you.
But no, everybody else on the stream can't hear you though. If you want to say what's up to him.
Yeah, man. Well, y'all already know what it is. Welcome to yeah. You talking about the people in the stream?
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas and ladies? Whoever's watching the stream, we got 17 views right now. Gonna be a good matchup. Sorry I couldn't do the commentary, but we are in good hands. My boy Dame, Jalen, and my boy Austin coming onto the team.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
something new with the stream, man. That's gonna be going on for pretty much until the entirety of our simulation league. We got super chat, super messages, and YouTube. Just a fun kind of aspect of the game of the league, to where you can show a small appreciation and donation to the league, and that obviously goes right back into MGN to make everything worthwhile. So if y'all see that pop up on your screen, a little money sign, donate $1, don't donate $1, whatever you want to do, it always helps. But make sure y'all hit those likes button, and we finna start this stream up real soon. Oh my God, on Hawaii. Yes, sir. All right, man, I'm finna start it up, bro. But damn, y'all got the show, man.
All right, so before we get started, let's go ahead and introduce these starting lineups from away team. We got the Long Beach Kings in the building. First up, we got big man Zach Everett, power forward Jamal Adams, small forward Jacob Colorado, Cole Knighton at the shooting guard spot. How can we ever forget the point guard Elijah Hawkins, first round draft pick, coming out of the San Diego Surf? This is a California battle. We got Ty White going in at center, Michael Robertson at the power forward spot, Thiago Santos at small forward, Kennedy Fields at shooting guard. And then we have the number 3 pick of the draft, Tay Jackson. Let's get it.
Here we go. West Coast battle.
Hang on, TJ.
Ready to see the Book of Eli.
Ooh! Feels
Let's
good to be back.
They coming off of a pretty rough outing, the Kings are.
Man.
That was kind of hard to watch.
I don't think we should talk about that.
Ty White takes the tip off, and the San Diego Surf will get the first possession of the game.
They said that it's an echo with the audio. Hold on. Oh.
Surf on the board first.
Hey TJ, if you can you fix the audio for us?
Yeah, Everett with the ball now for the Kings. Oh, almost turned it over, but picked it right back up. Hawkins' first 3-point attempt is off, and the Surf get another possession here. Got Tay Jackson on the wing off the tie. Santos Fields.
This is me.
For 3, and the shot is off. Went off the screen, pulled the 3, no good there. And now it's Hawkins running the floor. Knighton, I believe, with the ball. Back to Hawkins for 3. No good.
Oh, that's a steal. Oh no.
It almost was a
wide open.
For bucket for the Surf.
Eli taking up court.
Eli's been trying. The last look was pretty good.
I think.
Let me go out and you guys take over for a sec. I'll be back.
Okay. Tay Jackson coming down the court with a few dribble moves.
Yeah,
Spills come off the top white screen. Up with the jump shot, and it's a 3.
They're up 7-0. I gotta see Long Beach getting on a good run here to get that momentum up.
Right.
Because I don't see that's not, capitalizing if they don't get a good start here.
Testing. We're back.
Yeah, I can't tell an echo, but
As Elijah Hawkins with the pass over to Adams. Mo Adams. Hawkins with the 3 on Tay Jackson. Tay Jackson wasn't having it. As Fields comes down with the rebound. Pass goes over to Santos. Santos with the 3. Bucket.
Good shot.
Dang, 10-0 start. Okay.
Yeah. They're getting themselves into a rough hole here. No. Hey, Dion.
I am, but mine just muted.
Is there any way to improve the quality through Discord or no?
Yeah, like the viewing quality of like the names and stuff. It's hard to see. So like when it goes to players that we don't necessarily recognize, can't really see their names.
No. I'm not talking about on your end. I'm talking about like through Discord, because I'm sure on your end you could see it perfectly fine, but like on our end. How much is it? No, you good. I was just very curious. I don't think it's me. I'm using AirPods, and I got the same gun on my
stuff I was using last time we were on. So I don't know what the problem is this time.
Let me see something.
Kings, wide open look. Oh, we didn't pull the 3 though. Hawkins pulls it again.
That's a 4
and
shot.
It's off. Yeah, that was not a good look. And it's off for the Kings as they stay scoreless.
Ooh. That wasn't a good shot either. They're just chunking him up.
He was feeling that quick release, so he just pulled it real quick.
I know
He's been putting up points.
He's feeling himself. I mean, early you seen him put up a decent amount of shots, and he's making them. So.
Pokes the ball loose, almost forces a turnover.
Oh, that would have been a good shot in that corner right there. I don't think that defender would have closed it.
Turn around and hook shot is off. Serve with a chance to go up even more. Nice pass, mid-range look is off.
Yeah, that was a good take.
Here we go with the Kings again.
All right, we got Knighton. Oh, he passes it. All right, we got Knighton.
Yeah,
Throw with the spin.
Yes, we can hear you.
And the block.
Yes. Rejected. Surf. Transition. Opportunity. Euro step. Under the basket.
Yes, sir.
Reverse layup goes. What a shot by Fields.
He said he got that jelly.
What a shot by Fields. Jelly fam in the building. Kennedy Fields. Another timeout for the Kings. Still no points on the board.
They're really in a slump right now. That's what I see.
This is looking like the same team we saw last night.
Oh yeah.
This is looking like the same team we saw last night.
Oh yeah.
They just had trouble putting the ball in the hole.
Yeah, they need to find their identity. They really need to attack that paint if they can, because I see them putting up a lot more shots than they are driving.
Yeah, just a lot of settling. for Long Beach, and yeah.
Okay, I figured it out. That was me. My bad. I had to stream. Yeah, I had to stream on another link. So my bad. We're good now, man. Hey, that did not affect the gameplay. It is still that's legit 12-0. So I'm finna get off. Y'all got it though.
All right,
you're good.
Shit. All right, man. Listen, hey, good game so far from San Diego. San Diego has been coming out pretty hot. This is their second game of the season. The Kings are kind of in a slump. I mean, what do you guys think that they can do from here on to, turn things around?
Well, they need to create better opportunities that aren't just spot up threes all the time. They need to just get a variety of shot selections instead of just settling for jumpers all the time.
Yeah, and like I just said, I mean, they're taking too many shots. They need to be more aggressive inside. If they find their identity inside, then I think they'll be open for those shots outside.
Fields gets called for the reach and foul there.
And I mean, every team has that slump, that week, and you can't deny it.
Mhm. I'm sure we'll see that across the league for a lot of these teams. You got Hawkins, pull-up jumper off the screen, no good again. Here comes the surf. Santos running the floor right now.
They're running a really quick offense, and it's working out really great.
Robertson with the offensive rebound off the Santos miss.
Take that. That's a good shot.
He has a space.
The space mid-range. Kennedy Fields on a roll right now.
Kennedy Fields said that he was going to put everybody on notice.
So,
in his real first game.
I feel like everybody's been saying that. The only person that put people on notice was what's his name? Got 29 points last night.
Andrew.
Wary.
Wary.
Oh, Wary. Okay, yeah, it was Wary.
Terrence Wary.
Yeah, if you could top 30, then maybe you could say that, but.
I don't know. We had a couple guys hit 25s, a couple guys that hit 20 in the past week. TJ Rose came out blazing with 21 in one game. We had Andre Beard for 25. I think we had someone else hit 25. If I'm not mistaken. Elijah Eli. He hit 25 as well.
And don't get me wrong, because I mean those numbers are great. Those are extravagant, especially in this league. But if we want to see a top performer, we want to see those Luka numbers, those KD.
Oh my! Santos hits a jumper, another bucket for the Surf, 16-0.
Wow, this is an outscoring performance. This is crazy.
Hawkins, there it is. Drives baseline, reverse layup. Their best look probably in the entire game so far. They finally get points on the board.
Anything you can do, I can do better. He said.
Just copycat.
He said, look at my layup.
Man, Fields is not hesitating to pull this shot.
He's not, and maybe, we'll look at the stat line, and maybe it'll look more inefficient if he keeps chucking up these shots. But so far, I mean, there's not too much to complain about on the Surf's end.
That's a good shot.
We've seen this a lot from a lot of teams who have dominant big men, but they're not really utilizing them because they're using this perimeter centric game plan or scheme where they're shooting a lot of threes and getting the ball off quick as far as their shots, and it's not a lot of rebounds for the big men. Or scoring opportunities. Why do you guys think that is?
I think
you go ahead.
No. Yeah, I just think the big men, they're sort of just trying to get them rebounds. They're trying to get them for more defense than offensive purposes. I don't feel like they're thinking too much directly on the big men themselves, because I know big men want to score. I feel like they just, this point guard, he can shoot, he can do this and that. But if the shots aren't falling every night, how are you going to sit there and, keep letting him take shots and then putting your team down?
So do you think that a team... Go ahead, Jayla.
I was going to say, I think, the way, GMs and coaches have put together their rosters and stuff, they look at these big men and they're like, we know they're going to take care of this aspect, on the inside with rebounds and maybe defending. So we're going to fill out the other spots with people to take up all the shots. And they're not allowing, to have like a Joel Embiid or Jokic type of guy where they're taking the ball and putting up a good amount of shots and scoring like we're seeing like all the guards and forwards score.
Adrian Parker in for his first game as he makes his debut with the San Diego Surf after his
Hey,
trade
Jackson gets picked.
from the Barons.
Almost
What do you guys think about that
turnover
trade?
from Jackson.
Yep.
About the Melo for Adrian Parker trade?
Yeah,
Okay, so that went through. I didn't even hear
dig
about that.
Yes, that trade went through, and
Was that-
I see.
Was that
I see
Virginia
No, that was between the Surf and the Barons.
Beach? Okay.
Parker has the alley-oop to Santos, throwing it down with the reverse.
Oh, that was a
Caught
nice.
me off guard. What the heck? Anyways, yeah, I'll dig the deal for both sides, especially if I think Jones just kind of has to find his footing a little bit more, and then that Barons team can be very dangerous. And then Parker, that's just good depth for the Surf team. Like when you have Tay Jackson starting, and then you can bring in Parker off the bench to either play next to him or just take over for him and give him some rest.
Definitely.
But
18-4.
Dame, if you want to continue on that statement, you're about to say something, and I think you lost track.
Where was I? So do you guys believe that
Taiwan?
if maybe teams implemented their big men, or if they kind of focused on like an inside-out game, that it would kind of get their shooters more opportunities to actually score efficiently?
I know with my team we got a few things that we're gonna try, but with other teams, I mean, I know
Right.
that they're just testing the waters right now. It's sort of like a throw up, a jump ball, because you can't just sit here and run this one scheme for the whole season and expect it to always work, because I mean that's just not how the game works. If you sit here and try all these other playbooks and try it against different teams, you're gonna find success in some that you might not find in others.
Very
Hey,
true
what do you
stuff
think?
right there. Yeah, I think
in the first quarter, 20-4, San Diego's up.
Yep,
up big right now. But yeah, I think maybe they kind of looking at their field and they have guys that they know upgraded those shooting attributes. That's what they've been working on and all that. So they want it set up. A lot of today's basketball is revolved around the jump shot. It's taken over like this generation of basketball.
Yep.
So I think that's kind of, that's had to play a part, and just the way the game is and the skill set of the big man and the guards and how they differentiate, they kind of looked at that, and that's how they influenced their game plan to where the big men aren't as dominant scorers as Ty White's dominant right there with the block.
So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but wouldn't it kind of be smart to bring those big men out of the paint? If you're on offense and you have a big man as a traditional big man as a defender, wouldn't it be smart to run a smaller lineup where you can kind of space the floor more, and so therefore the big man is not down there for rebounds?
I mean, I feel like a lot of teams have a good amount of big men, especially like the Knights. They have like 3 big men. Dendrid, they have Ivory.
2 now.
No, they all still have 3. They picked up Remy Martin in the trade.
Oh, that's right. My fault. Remy,
Yeah.
of course.
So
Apologies.
where I'm getting at is, for teams like that especially, they have 3 big men that are usually starting, or if not, they have some coming off the bench. You want to have a little bit of big men to cover up for that ground, because you're not going to have a 6'7" power forward or small forward going to be able to guard them like that.
Definitely. Jay, what's your take on this?
I could definitely see, I think all of this stuff has to be, tested at some point by somebody. I mean, because we don't know what the perfect formula
Wow.
is
That was a
for
good
this
shot.
league. And yeah, Fields got a good look there, just barely off. But yeah, I think a team, it depends on their personnel and if, tendencies and attributes are fitting that. And then, there's a lot that goes into it. So on paper, it may look smarter, but, maybe the execution when we watch the games it's just not as effective. But we won't know for sure until we see it, take place.
As we see the Kings get their first bucket of the second quarter.
They finally score on that little floater right there. And now the serve.
Heard TV with the ball.
Now here's a real
Looking to
question.
run up the score.
Do y'all see a guard getting the most points per game, or do y'all see a big man? I can't see a big man doing it.
I personally
right
think
now it's probably going to be a guard.
Yeah.
Until a team figures out their identity, especially with a team that's primarily focused for big men, I just don't see, anybody in the 6'8" height or up, scoring over 20 PPG. That's just me.
And I think my personal opinion, and this may, just be true, but I believe that the Bulldogs have potential to be the one team to actually get the most out of their bigs. Like Josh Allen, for instance, he's doing everything that a big man is supposed to do. Or Alfarique, they focus on their bigs and they don't take and jack up so many shots over there in Athens. I think that the Knights kind of use a pretty good balance as well of using their bigs and guards. But a lot of these teams, they're just spacing the floor and and just shooting.
Yeah, and
Power with the rebound at the dunk.
Oh,
Off of
Ty White.
Putback. And here's what I think needs to happen is, like, especially for these big oriented teams, is set your chemistry on grit and grind, because if you want major buckets, especially with the taller bigs, I mean, that's just going to be a good key. And also it spaces the floor at the same time because you got so much going into the paint.
As we see Fields with the ball and Steve Carter checking him. Fields with the mid-range shot, and it goes in. Fields is hot tonight with 13 points, shooting 6 for 13. Wow. Did you guys see this coming from Fields tonight?
Is that a 15 plus minus I see?
It is.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for Fields to be coming out like as hot as he is. I'm ready for, Ty White and Tate Jackson to come out here doing all this type of stuff. Fields is showing that they got more to this team.
Wow.
Driving.
Ramos with the block.
Yeah, that 15 plus minus looks like something from my player.
Timeout. Taken, I believe, by the Kings again. Whew. Almost a 20-point lead for the Surf.
They're getting it up there. It's looking like a blowout at this point.
Yeah, might be looking at back-to-back rough losses here for the Kings. Like, what happened to them? They went in their first game. The most they went down by was like 9, and they ended up coming back and winning off, a performance from Hawkins that was getting praise from everyone. And then all of a sudden, they're out here and it's just not looking good at all. Like, they can't get anything going.
I mean, do you think that something changed? Do you think that, I mean, is it a trade that needs to happen? I mean, because we've seen that a lot where teams, they don't perform the best, and then immediately after the game or the day after the game, a trade happens, and then they start doing better. The Pirates were a good example of that. The Stars, I mean, I wouldn't agree with them, giving away their best player, but it's kind of been a trend that we started seeing here in the MGN league.
I mean, for Elijah to be as good as he isn't performing like he's hyped, and I think that he needs that secondary man to go to, dude, like the Splash Bros. I think that would be bode him very well in the long run.
I mean, go ahead, Jayla.
I was the only real like noticeable production outside of Elijah for the Kings that, you know, maybe I'm, you know, forget, maybe, you know, come up with another name if it's not who it is, but, you know, Everett's the only other person who's doing noticeable things for this Kings team. And then other than that, it's pretty much all Elijah, and that's about it.
I mean, I don't know. I think, you know, it's definitely time for Elijah to sit down with his front office, sit down with his team, and they've got to figure this thing out. I mean, this is what now the second night in a row where things just haven't looked good. And not to take anything away from the Surf or from the Spartans, but you know, the Kings had a pretty solid draft. You know, I just think that once they put it all together, as we see Steve Carter attempt to steal on Michael Robertson, maybe, you know, they you know, it's a pretty good season stretch. Maybe if they make a couple of adjustments, roster changes, whether it's in free agency or whether it's via trade, because the season is only 22 games.
Yeah, I see the Long Beach Kings making some moves, trying to get that wing defender kind of guy that's a little bit taller than some of their wings I see right now.
Hawkins with the easy layup on Parker.
Good bucket right there by Hawkins. That was a nice dish on the break.
That was a good reverse.
See Santos with the ball.
With the screen. You got a screen from Ty White. Pull up from the free throw line. Goes in.
Oh, man.
Parker, I believe, right there at the jumper. Oh, look at that. Look at the reflexes right there. The reaction. Didn't get the steal, but that was a nice play.
We had hard foul by Ty White. We had King Kashard. His comment was 22 isn't bad. After 10, it gets to really no room for errors. So after 10 games, really, you know, it's kind of like the playoff hunt. You know,
the playoff push.
Like which teams are going to be in the playoffs? Which teams are going to, you know, bump who from which seed, and you know how that's going to go. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's gonna make the playoff push is gonna come really soon, like really fast. So you know, that there's some pressure just to make sure you get things stable now, and you know, look at what you got and make sure you're active and doing your scouting and watching your film, because it's gonna come at you quick, and it's gonna come in the blink of an eye, and you got to be ready to, you know, like Kashaw was saying, you know, no room for errors. Like when it gets to that time, you don't want to be dropping any games unless you're like way ahead in the standings, but that probably won't be the case.
Definitely. So actually that was Kai Rainey who made that comment earlier. So Vladimir makes the comment that Elijah Hawkins is stuck with the Kings unless TJ feels like changing some rules. I mean, do you guys feel that first rounders should be traded, or can be traded if it's you know, for like a massive overall and it benefits both teams?
I feel like it should be like how it really should be is, you know, you can't trade that second year first round draft. I think it should be, if you have one in the current season coming up and you got one for the year after, I don't think you should be able to trade that one.
Definitely.
I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't know about like a narrative like that so early on in this league. Like, are we gonna start at the league and we're already, you know, you can't maintain a franchise guy after not even a full season yet? And
I agree.
So I'm a little iffy on being able to do that.
I mean, I personally agree, because it's, you know, it all boils down to really, you know, can the franchise guy and can, you know, the front office do something to make the team around them better. I don't think that the Kings should jump ship and trade Elijah Hawkins thinking that, you know, things are going to automatically, magically, you know, all their problems are just going to kind of disappear. However, because we've seen where if a team gives up their star player, you can turn another team into a completely dominant force where your team is now struggling. I definitely don't agree with that. I feel that they should put their team in a position where maybe if they move Carter, maybe even, or if they move Everett, and they can get 2 players that way. It's definitely possible. It's definitely a lot of different things that you can do. But trading your franchise guy in season 1, I don't think that's it.
Yeah, because we don't see the big names going until they're already in their 30s, and some crazy stuff has happened. They haven't made it to the finals, and this and that. You could see some role players move. You could see a little bit of the backups move, but you're not really seeing the stars move until they're done with their organization because they can't get anywhere with it. Their front office ain't doing anything for it.
All right,
Yeah.
Tyler, Eli, no, you're not getting traded, sir. Your GM has made the comment that you are home, and you are in very good hands, my man.
Kings with the ball. You got Hawkins on the side, went behind the back, trying to drive on Jackson, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Fade away over Jackson.
Ooh.
That was
He
a nice
makes
shot.
it. Hey, I mean, every little bit counts when you're down by this much, so whatever works, I guess.
Hey, they're cutting into that lead a little bit.
Fields no
Michael
good.
Robinson with the
Robertson.
Until that.
Great positioning in the paint. Gets the lead back up to 20. Carter back
that
to
momentum.
19 on
The
the top of
momentum
the
bar
key.
shaking.
Carter getting open off the off-ball screens. Hawkins, a deep 3
That was a
goes.
nice shot. They're trying to go
Putting
back
some
and forth.
points on the board. But now they just got to get these defensive stops. They're struggling to stop the Surf from scoring.
Yeah, definitely. I would say get into Fields' grill as they go under another screen and Fields hits another shot from mid range.
15 points in the first half by Kennedy Fields. He has the same amount of points as the Kings right now.
Yeah, they're beating
That's
themselves
crazy.
up right now.
Oh, Robertson with the block.
Robertson swats
Heading
that
down
hook
court.
shot. Here comes the Surf again. Great play by Robertson. Tay Jackson takes
all
the
the way
screen,
with the
throws
dunk.
it
He
down.
throws it down.
One-handed jam. No one came to help in the paint. Easy points.
Put him
For
on a
the
poster.
Surf. A minute left in the first half. Hawkins pulls a 3 again. No good that time.
Tough shot.
Good shot.
Fields bringing down the ball.
Here we go, Fields.
Oh, he got
Santos
picked.
loses the ball
That's
out of
Surf
bounds,
will
and the
retain
Surf will
They
will retain possession. 48
As we
seconds
see-
left in the first half, and this is still not looking good for the Kings. Even with the little momentum on their offensive end, they still can't stop the Surf from putting points on the board.
I mean, so we see a lot of teams and they have size on the court. We don't see that from the Kings. Do you feel like that maybe that's where their downfall is, where we see the Fields go up with another mid-range shot and Ty White with the putback?
Nice putback. Yeah, the Kings are. You look at across the league and all the rosters, and it's easy to spot. That's the star right there, and they're each team with their 7-footer or something in that starting 5. Whereas the Kings, as they knock down a 3-pointer,
3-pointer.
you have Everett down there, but yeah, you kind of look at that matchup against the Surf right now. They look
Ooh!
Talk
You
about
see
looking
Tay Jackson
smart.
dunk on Elijah Hawkins. Elijah clearly pissed off.
He said, "Get to the gym."
Weight room.
He said he's too small. Talking
needs some milk.
about a small lineup, he makes Hawkins look too small. Throws it down all over him and one.
Oh my gosh.
Just look at the size between the two.
Don't jump. Don't jump. And he converts.
Let's get the take on this, right? So we see San Diego and they putting up, I think it's 70+ points in 2 games. How does a team like San Diego go against a team that's like defensive minded? How are we seeing the spread between a defensive and an offensive minded team?
Before we answer that, as we get down to halftime, score is San
40.
Diego Surf 41, and the Kings, I believe they have what 10.
18.
10, yeah. 10.
They might as well.
Might as well, right?
This is getting crazy.
That's
All right, we are on our halftime show. I don't think they're bringing anyone in for an interview right now. How do you guys feel about this first half from Fields, Jackson, Ty White, and Michael Robertson and Santos?
Go ahead, Jalen.
This is just a complete game on both sides of the ball, to be completely honest. They're, when plays need to be made on the defensive end, they're making them. Robertson and Ty White, they're swatting shots, they're knocking them out. And then on the offensive end, Fields is on a roll. Tay Jackson, making people look small, throwing it down over him. And then, Santos spotting up when he needs to. And then you have Robertson and White there in case, if the shots are off, able to put it back in to just keep running up the score. And, yeah, they're just pulling away quickly.
As we kick off the second half, 41-18, Surf is up on pace for an 82 game. This is crazy. I mean, this is the second team that we've seen, in 2 nights play the Kings where they're just kind of rolling all over them. Here we are. We have the Surf. The Surf, when they drafted, they drafted a very big lineup, and many people didn't believe that the lineup would work because of their size. How do you guys feel about, the length and height of the San Diego Surf as Fields goes up with another bucket from 3 and it does not go in?
Oh, and Austin.
Yeah, so I think like we were saying earlier before the league started that tall men would dominate this league, and I think so far it's a showing in a lot of the other teams, especially the tall oriented oriented teams. I can't even talk. So like you have, I think one guy's like a 6'8" point guard, and so that works well, especially for great shooters at the guard position, because them tall bodies, the long arms especially, you can block those shots a lot of the time, especially if they're shooting from outside the arc. I think that tall teams are gonna run this league for a good few years, and I think that's how it'll shape out.
Yeah, I think I did find it, kind of weird hearing, some criticism like very early on, and saying, like, I don't get the too big as a criticism or too lengthy. Like, if, they got length and, they have the same skills as your smaller guard, then they're going to beat your smaller guard because they have that length. Like, it's a smart strategy. It's just a smart strategy just in basketball in general. Putting a team together like this, that's just, it's been proven before. It can be a recipe for success. So I'm all for it.
Yeah.
As Everett, Eli Hawkins passes into Everett with the easy layup. Tay Jackson bringing the ball down. Santos goes over the screen, driving in for the layup.
I think it's safe to say that a tall point guard ain't any issues, especially because this ain't the actual league. This ain't Ben Simmons we're talking about. This is, he could shoot. I mean, it's a possibility. It ain't no 65-3. It could be an 85. It could be a 95. So, I mean, you got to look at these tall guards. They have so much more potential just because of that size.
First free throw for Santos was good.
So, like, let me ask you this question. Would you rather be a 5'11" point guard, or would you rather be a 6'10" point guard?
I think I would say my chances of being 6'8", just because I'm not too tall. Where if I step the wrong way, that I'll mess up my ACL or my Achilles. But I'm pretty much still long enough in length to defend those smaller guards, or if I had to move down any position, then I can do so as well.
Yeah, because I mean, we see players like a player like Draymond. He's 6'6", I believe, 6'6" or 6'7", and he's a multi-defender. So I mean, if you're 6'8" and you're playing the point, you can honestly guard anywhere on the court.
As we see Michael Robinson with the block, do y'all think Michael Robinson may have potential to go up for Defensive Player of the Year this year? So I believe that's the second or third block in this game.
I think that's where I cut off.
I'm not sure. He's off to he's making a good case. He's definitely it's Ty White with a tough finish over Zach Everett. He could make a good case. I'm not sure. I think he's got to keep it up. And you could say the same thing for a lot of the guys. If he keeps it up, then he'll definitely be in the race. So as of right now, I'm not confident enough to say, yeah, he can take it home.
Yeah. And I'll say this, I won't just cut off, but there's a lot of good defenders in the league, and you can find them from every position. It ain't just center. It's, small forward. It could be point guard, shooting guard, anywhere. You can look anywhere, and you can find a good defender. So I think it's up for grabs at any point.
So we have seen, not 96% of your points coming from your starting five compared to your bench. We've seen a lot of this starting five from San Diego on the court. Do you guys feel that, maybe this is where the Kings should capitalize, where they're, taking advantage of maybe the stamina of some of these players on the surf?
I think they should. They should try to.
As we see Steve Carter take a corner shot three.
Wait, so that was 90? Oh, go ahead.
Changing things up.
So that was 96% of the Surf's starting five? Is their points?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. See, what I think should happen is if I was Long Beach, I would consider taking my starters and putting them on the bench. As crazy as it sounds, so I could utilize that against their bench.
Maybe. Whatever to get their offense rolling.
Oh.
Because if they're going to do it now against the starters, they're going to do it against the bench. It's going to be the same.
I thought Santos was about to get the and one as he goes up and draws a foul on Gallardo. Another trip to the free throw line for Santos.
He almost got high enough for a dunk. He almost posterized him.
He saw Tay Jackson do it earlier. He's like, I want to be just like that. I want to do that too.
Yeah, he said, let me put the whipped cream on top.
First free throw attempt is good.
Oh, Everett checks out.
27-point lead at the moment. It's Long Beach players, coaches, maybe fans out there. It's hard to watch as the second free throw is off, and the Kings are just going to come up the court and try to do whatever they possibly can. Here comes Hawkins off the screen. I'm surprised he didn't pull it. There it is. Steps inside the three-point line. Jump shot is off.
Yeah, you might have to take some Pepto after this game, Long Beach. It's going to upset your stomach.
Tendencies were fixed for anyone that is asking for the Kings before the game. If that answers your question.
Yes, all of the teams playing today, they were taken care of playing tonight. They're all set with everything, and this is just what we're seeing. Santos pulls it, and it's off. Would have been a chance to go up by 30.
Well, they got the clamps on him.
Elijah Hawkins is cold right now, so we'll see if he's driving. He's got the size advantage right there.
He almost got
good help defense.
And he went back
good
up. Good
finish. I liked the defensive effort there though by Ty White. She came over, played some great help defense, and even contested that second chance opportunity, and it just went in. It just happens sometimes. Here we go, Santos draws foul again. This time Jamal Adams called for the reach-in. Substitution. Hawkins gonna get some rest. We got Banks coming in for him.
To answer the statement, who was it? Okay. I literally told him to set up, drive more instead of pull up. Yeah, I mean his shooting tendencies were taken down. I mean we can take him down more, but
Oh,
I mean it also may have something to do with the scheme. I mean I'm not sure, but his shooting tendencies were taken down before the game, and his driving was put up, driving layup and things like that.
Kings get a defensive stop there. I got a nice rejection, and then taking the ball back as Robertson. Okay, he's trying to make me eat my words as he gets the steal there. Transition opportunity and the serve misses there. Robinson.
He got rebound.
He tried to go back up, but he got stripped. So now we got Harding with the ball for the Kings. And now it's off to Carter on the wing, guarded by Tate Jackson. That's not a match.
Oh, he has a wide open
lane. He went out of bounds. He should have drove real quick. He should have reacted quicker.
He had an open lane.
Here we go, Surf. Driving again out to Ty
White.
White.
Back down, Ty White. No good.
Post fade, no good. She had this little mismatch right there. I don't blame her for taking that type of shot.
He should have taken that right there. He had a wide open lane.
Dribbling around.
Oh, and he
First
still
layup
gets it.
is good. Banks drives. Not a bad look right there, but they've only made 9 field goals in the entire game so far.
All ball screen.
Jackson gets a screen. Driving. Spin move.
Oh.
That would have been a crazy finish if that went in.
He almost made
solid defense.
And they got it in the corner.
Here we go.
He drives. He's going to put up a bad shot. That's a fade.
Nice defense there. And the Surf looking to try to close in off 50 points here in the third quarter. Little hezzy. Pull up for mid-range. It's off there. Almost lost the ball.
In the corner.
Got Parker struggling from the field. Let's see. Banks. Harding. There's Steve Carter. Oh, they're playing hot potato. Inside.
Oh, he got
and
picked.
He gets stripped. Robertson. Okay. I might have to
driving down the court.
Take back what I said earlier. Jackson. Corner three.
No good.
No good. It was a good take on that fast break opportunity. Just didn't fall. Not able to put too many points on the board, especially in the second half. But overall, he's played pretty well.
That was a good take.
Ooh, nice finish. The Surf their first time out of the game. But I mean, hey, they're still up by 21 points right now. So
yeah,
I'm sure they're chilling at the moment.
Yeah, they might as well put in all their reserves.
Yeah, once they get to the start of the fourth quarter. Bring back the buzz, says Vladimir. There's a lot of interest in the buzz being brought back. It's a little bit harder because the buzz during the summer league, it was able to be done weekly with the summer league going on, but now, the week is all, clogged up with games and stuff. But I mean, yeah, the buzz, it would be great to see the buzz back, but we'll just have to see. It's a little bit harder to do that now. Someone else, I believe Joey Veely is another person who's very interested in that. Hopefully, maybe that'll come into fruition. Joey Veely, no. The Wolfpack will be in the second game tonight. Once this game ends, we'll get into their game. We got the Long Beach GM saying a surprise signing after this game. Huh.
They're adding more weapons.
Very interesting. They'll probably need it, whoever it is.
Yeah, you can't pass up on a good player ever, especially in this league.
Got Kyle Garrigan showing some love for his team before they step onto the court for their game as Tate Jackson takes the ball up the court now down to Ty White for the Surf on this possession.
Fade away.
No good. Try to do it over Zach Everett, but
on
not
the
the best
break,
take.
pass to the corner.
Down low.
Dishing it in the paint.
Harding guarded by
to the corner.
Robertson's been on the clamps
in the
throughout
wing.
this entire game. So
Right to the corner. They're moving it so
All right, I'm
fast
back.
I
I
can't even
had
catch up with
to
them.
check out my son real quick.
Oh,
all
that's
good
a bad
game as
shot
the
in the wing.
Kings. Yikes! Shot clock was winding down, and
Had to
that's
force
the
up
look
shot.
they got. Here we go. We got Fields
One-on-one
on the
in
wing. Screen
Oh,
from
he's gonna take
Tyree.
a
Here goes
fadeaway.
Fields. That mid-range look again. This time it's off, but I would not have been surprised if it went in, considering how he's been playing this game. It's in the corner. They gave it down low.
Of all
And then
things,
pass it
Long
back
Beach is
outside.
doing bad. Passing
I've
is
seen-
not. Passing is not
I've
going
seen
bad
some
at
of
all.
some of the players mentioning the buzz. Are they trying to
Yep.
get us back to doing the buzz again?
Yeah, there's a lot of interest in bringing back the buzz.
Ooh!
There. He gets rejected.
I
But yeah,
see
we're seeing
Dank
a.
with the block on Santos.
I've been getting a good amount of demand for the buzz to be brought back. So, I know it's a bit harder now with everything going on, but I do think if it's possible, the people would love to see it. As last possession of the third quarter, most likely. Got Tay on the wing, dribble move, pulls it from the wing, and it's off. 47-26. The Surf still up by 21. So we probably won't see much of their starting lineup in the fourth quarter.
As we get into the last quarter of the first game of the night before we hit our prime time game. This is interesting. I seen before when I was taking care of my son, I seen Tyler, the GM of the Kings, mentioned that there will be a surprise signing after the game. Who do y'all think that person might be?
I'm not 100% sure because there's not too many, active free agents, still available at the moment. So I'm more curious as to, where they play on the floor. What position are they, adding depth to with this signing? And if it starting lineup at all, Tay Jackson just pulls a quick trigger. But yeah, it'll be interesting to take a look at that once this game ends.
I mean, it very well could be. I have heard a lot of talk, especially with the Spades. Not their staff in general, but the players, and they could be bringing a big man. You never know.
Could be very interesting to see. Robertson on the drive.
Oh, putback.
Missed it.
Over three dudes.
Ty White leaps up, putback slam. They have double the amount of points the Kings do. 52-26. Right now.
Now,
This is
for the Surf, who do we got as the X factor? Because we have a lot of good performers.
You can make a case for a few.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You have Fields, coming alive this game, showing that when, he's like one of those streaky type of players where when he's like a J.R. Smith in terms of when they get going, like you just can't stop him no matter what. As he gets an and one right there, and then Robertson has been playing fantastically on defense for this team, and then Ty White obviously. We know what she's been doing.
Don't
Tay
even get me
Jackson,
started.
we know what he's been doing.
Before we get going again, we will not be able to continue on to the next game until we get some flames dropped in the chat, or you need to drop the team that you represented for the night while you're watching these games, and then you also need to take a step back out of that full screen and hit that like button. I appreciate you.
Hey, don't forget to share it. Gotta hit that
Good
share button
finish.
too.
Yeah, share so we get more exposure for this league and all the talent and all the people here, putting in all the effort.
As we see
that they're putting in.
Montreal Spartans, Terrence Wary in the building. Kyle Kerrigan, he has a game coming up in the building.
So do you, my friend.
Yeah, I know, man.
Now, are we gonna see what we saw last night with Wary?
What you mean?
Hey, that man dropped 29.
No,
How
oh
you,
no. Wary doesn't play tonight.
Yeah, the Wolfpack. They're playing the Knights.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Wolfpack and Knights. Okay. I thought you were
How
saying
you,
EJ Bailey.
While we have you here, how are you? Feeling? How has preparation been for the Knights?
For the Knights, I'm not sure about the Knights. I don't know. Has preparation been for them as far as our game? We're going to go out there and do what we do. No excuses.
In other words,
Yep.
he's been going out to bars and eating buffalo wings.
Buffalo wings. Hold on, man. I don't know if I really appreciate that or not. But nah, I'm definitely looking forward to this game. We definitely did make some moves with our roster while we're here talking about different moves. We've had 2 trades for Buffalo within the past week. We traded Andrew Moyer, our shooting guard, who balled out for us in our first 2 games. Traded him over to the Barons. Now he's with my man Austin. Picked up Jerome Tyler. I felt like he was a great pickup for us. And then just last night, after the block by Ramos, after the game, we went and traded with the Knights for EJ Bailey, 7-3 center from their team. I don't know, man. Hey, I'm looking forward to the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Always gotta find the best way to prepare.
And then the crazy part is it's EJ's first game. First game in a Wolfpack uniform, and it just happens to be against this team. So very interested to see how he balls out.
Has that been brought up a lot in the locker room? Is that helped to get the team hyped up for the game before they step out onto the court?
Not at all. We're treating this game just like any other. We're going out there to play smart basketball to win. We don't do a whole lot of talking over here in the Wolfpack organization.
That's true,
As you
but
see,
they do
good
make a
post
lot
up.
of
He backs him
videos.
down and just dominates that thing.
Hey, listen. Hey, shout out to the Wolfpack production team for all your hard work and services.
They be putting together a good amount of videos to hype up and promote their team. I'll tell you that. They're holding the ball down there in the post.
What are you saying, Austin?
Hey, Dame. What you gonna do about us? You're our next game.
About the Barons?
Yeah, what you gonna do about it?
Hey, listen, man. Hey, I don't know if you thought that you was the only tall center, but we got answers for everybody, man. We can shoot with the best of them. We can play down low with the best of them.
I didn't say me. If I wanted to say me, I was gonna say that man can't guard my arm, but.
Oh, you mean us as far as your team?
Yeah. Give me some.
Well, word on the street is y'all are benching Carmelo Jones, so I don't think that he'll be yelling at none of my players during the game.
I think I gave you that information.
As Fields drives again, draws a foul, and he'll be headed to the free throw line once again. Is he? He's at least close to 20. I don't think he reached 20 yet, but there's a good chance that he'll be there by the final whistle.
Word on the street says Andre Livingston starting over him.
Andre Livingston is starting over Melo? Jeez.
The 40
I don't even know who that is.
40 overall.
40 overall.
Yeah.
Thanks.
First free throw is off.
Coming from some of these locker rooms.
Never watched a KOT4Q video?
Hey man, listen, this is I hope we see a much better game. I hope my team doesn't get blown out. We suffered our own blowout this past week.
In your first matchup, your team bounced back. Luckily,
I feel like every team had that one game.
My team didn't really have a choice. They had a nice little talking to after the game, and they straightened up.
As we see the Kings,
just
kind of being out there playing until the final whistle. Good finish. Taking it up, tough layup there. That was Dion Banks with 10 points off the bench, I believe, too. So not a bad outing for Banks.
But sometimes the best win is the worst loss. And what that means
That's
is
true.
like you got to experience what it feels like to get blown out before you figure out your identity.
I personally
Yeah,
think
man.
that, you know, I completely agree, and I personally think that sometimes you need you will need your teeth punch, you know, kind of punch down your throat for you to kind of get your act together. Because if you don't know what it takes, you know, or what adjustments that you need to make after
Good
a loss,
finish.
then how would you ever know how to win? You know,
Exactly.
and teams can really, you know, go win and play good all game like the Surf have been doing here, and then not making the adjustments for next game and then lose.
Yeah.
So until the Surf lose, you know, how will they know where it is that they're weak at?
Yeah. And I feel like I'd rather go, as crazy as it sounds, I'd rather go 21-1 than 22-0. Because if I get into that playoff run and I'm sitting here playing a good team we never played before, you know, we have a little bit of experience with losing. So I mean, it's not really hunching our backs over if we lose in a series by a game or something. If they start off with a win, because at the end of the day, it don't matter what your record is in the regular season. As long as you make the playoffs, you know, every team is different. Every team performs different.
Well, I will say this: the Surf's next matchup is a team that just blew out the Kings in their last game. How do you guys feel about the Surf and the Spartans matching up?
High scoring.
High scoring?
That's
I
how
like it. I got to talk to Weary earlier today, and he helped it. We addressed that upcoming matchup, how he's coming off of his hottest game up to this point, and now he's going up against his former summer league teammate. The duo that was taking the league by storm during the summer league was him and Tate Jackson, the guys that were drafted back to back. Tate at number 3, Weary at number 4, and now they get to do battle for the first time. It's going to be really fun and interesting to see what happens when they're on the court as opponents for the first time.
So I understand that we do polls, but while we have you here, what are you guys' prediction for those games?
I'm gonna have to take the Surf on this one because I just feel like there's so much more depth on their side that just favors them over Weary's team. I can't even think.
Spartans.
Spartans. Okay, yeah, Montreal.
I'm gonna go with the Surf only because the Spartans have just been coming out.
What?
They've been
okay.
It may have been in the shot clock.
Yeah, it could have been a shot clock.
Yeah, it was the end of. That's why he chucked it up. I saw the shot clock. It was at 0. The Spartans, have been hot and they've chucked up a lot of 3-point shots. That's what they've been known for pretty much so far. And I have a feeling this game against the Surf, they're going to cool down a little bit. I don't know if they're going to be able to execute the same against this lengthy lineup the Surf got going on. And it's still a little bit hard to envision, Tate Jackson not being able to get his at all. And same, with Ty White. And now, who knows what Fields will do. So I feel more comfortable with the Surf. As Jackson drives, contested layup is off. But, I mean, the game is pretty much in wraps anyway. We're just kind of chewing down the clock.
I'm not going to vote on that game because I helped draft one of those teams, so I'm not going to participate.
You have some association with one of those teams.
Yeah. But no, people wanted to know about this Ty White and Ty Black thing. How do you guys feel about that?
So, yeah, if you don't know, you have Ty White on the Surf, and just recently, free agent came into the league by the name of Ty Black, and Tate Jackson knocks down that 3 just to rub it in the King's face, apparently.
So that reminds me of Men in Black.
As the final seconds have ticked off, the Surf cap off a dominant performance. They win 61-30. The Kings still in a slump. They couldn't bounce back after the game against the Spartans. Another tough loss here.
Speaking of surprises joining the league, I think Vasquez. I think you will need to answer for this one. So your arch nemesis Bottoms has officially joined the band chat, and he's officially joined the league after dropping you off in the summer league. How do you feel about that? And oh, not to mention he plays for the Knights, and he plans on going gold. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, man. So, from admin perspective, I'm glad that, he's joined us with the rest of the league and getting more interactive with everyone, and that he could be going gold. Like, yeah, being able to take part in that. That's what we encourage here as part of the league. The player is, not too thrilled necessarily.
Fields just dropped 17 in his I think this is his debut game, or like the game where all his stuff was kind of squared away. Fields drops 17 points in his second game with the San Diego Surf as the Surf cap off a W against the Kings. 36% from the field for the Surf, 21% from the 3-point line, 50% from free throw. They had 46 defensive rebounds. Sheesh. 17 offensive.
12. Oh my gosh. 12 made field goals total for 19%. 8% shooting for three on the Kings side.
Very, very rough outing for.
Is that
Long
a Shaq
Beach
number?
And back-to-back nights.
Is that a Shaq number?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Hopefully, quite the turn of events from what we saw from the Kings in night one the past couple of nights. But congrats to the Surf. Great win. And now we gotta get ready for game 2. Dame, your team's set to do battle with the Knights.
I'm not on the court, so I'll stay, and I don't coach them either. So I just sit in my office and spin in my little spinny chair.
You'll sit in the suite at the arena that has the TV playing the game while you're at the game.
Yeah, so I won't commentate, but if y'all ask any questions, I'll be here.
All right, yep, sure thing, my man. All right, so Austin, Knights, Wolfpack, early, looking at these teams, how do you who do you think's going to fare better? Who do you got coming out on top?
I think the Wolfpacks, they're going to have the advantage on this game because they have a well-built team. No crazy overalls on their side, but the only thing with Kansas City is they have those bigs, and with having only those bigs, they don't have those rotation players up at the top of the lineup at the guard, the front court. So I just don't see a real big threat for the Wolfpack to have coming into this game.
Yeah, I agree, and especially considering the Knights, the past couple of games, they win big against the Bulldogs, and then they barely lose to the Bulldogs a second time, and then the game against the Spartans, they couldn't really get anything going. It was a hard night for them.
Yeah, and
so it's hard.
I think what it is we all have that first game, and you feel confident. You see your team play, and the other team doesn't know what they're doing. They got something right on that first game, and the Bulldogs just didn't have it. They didn't have all the pieces. They didn't have rotation set up. They didn't have a lot of things. So I think that's what the Bulldogs got wrong there. To be honest, the Knights should be 0-3. But again, everybody has that game, and they were not ready for that game. The Bulldogs were.
Quick look at the lineups for each team on the Knights. From center to point guard, you got Remy Martin, Abraham Dendrid, Robert Ivory, Shadow Knight, Ricky Wilson at the point guard spot. And then for Buffalo, you got, I can't read his name at the bottom. Tremaine, my fault. Daniel Tremaine. You got EJ Bailey, first game for the Wolfpack. You got Pat Matthews at small forward. You got Jerome Tyler at shooting guard and Kyle Garrigan Kyle Kerrigan at the point guard spot. And with that, we are ready to get this game 2 underway of the doubleheader. In the Wolves' Den, that's the arena for Buffalo. Okay.
Oh Lord. I see the Wolfpack are 2-1, right?
Yes. Lost the first game, and then they bounced back next 2. The Knights will start out with possession after winning the tip. Very interested to see how EJ comes out. His first game with the Wolfpack against his former team. It'll just be interesting to see what goes down.
Yeah, the Wolfpack Arena is really something to stand for because this is a really nice court.
Shadow Knight, first look in the corner, is off from 3, and the Wolfpack have
EJ Bailey
now.
He's gonna dribble it out and go to the wing. He's driving in.
Driving past Dendra and immediately gets on the board. Good play by EJ Bailey. Wolfpack 2-0 to start. Here's Wilson getting screens at the top. He's driving on Kerrigan and gets blocked. That's EJ again. Kyle Kerrigan grabs the rebound and is running the floor.
To the corner.
Pass in the corner.
No good.
It's off. Bailey didn't get the offensive board. It's Dendra coming down with the rebound. So the Knights have the possession.
Yeah, so Jalen, how do you see the Wolfpack faring? Even though we talked about how we see them winning this game, pulling it out, how do you see them faring against these bigs because they have the three-headed dragon at that end?
Yeah, I think, you got to take, your right, best opportunities. Like, when you get them, you can't force too many looks against that front court. And then, luckily for Buffalo, too, they got the man Kyle Money Kerrigan back there to take those perimeter shots and knock them down, as Robert Ivory right there puts the first points up on the board for Kansas City. But, yeah, you can't force those, tough inside looks. Great steal.
Driving on the court.
Transition opportunity. They settle down, start running a play.
Picks.
Wilson pulls a 3. No good. Here's Matthews with the board. He's going to run the floor here for the Wolfpack and
kicks out to
Tyler. Bailey gets it and is stripped. They almost turned it over, but they retain possession here.
Bailey top of the key, screen to the left. He's driving in, he gets stopped.
Bailey has to kick it out. There's Tyler in the corner. Hits it for 3. Jerome Tyler knocks down the corner look. Here we go. Now Shadow Knight and the Knights are going to look for an answer here.
Sort of ironic.
A little bit. He drives, pulls up. No good. Wasn't a terrible take.
No, but rebound by Bailey taking it up court.
Bailey has a mismatch. He's backing him down.
He backs it back out.
Trying to get a screen. He should have just taken him, if you ask me, as Matthews has the ball, just kind of holding it there. No one's moving. Bailey, Kerrigan.
The shot.
No good. At least that's a good thing about having a guy like Kyle. Shot clock's winding down. Kyle only needs that, little window of opportunity to get even a decent look from the perimeter. Wilson is cold right now as he pulls a 3 here, and it's off. There's Matthews on the board. There's Kyle, guarded by Shadow. There's EJ with it again. Clearly, EJ has become a major focal point for the Wolfpack. Kyle is off on that 3-point attempt, but he's getting a lot of touches.
Yeah,
a lot of touches for EJ.
He's playing like a point forward.
Yeah, right now, as Ivory gets a good look from 3, and it is off. And here comes Tyler with the ball. Jerome Tyler with it for the Wolfpack. Got to let things settle down. Kick it out to the point guard. Kyle, Money, Kerrigan is on.
Put back is
but
good.
Look who it is. EJ Bailey comes flying in, tips it in. 4 points 4 rebounds, and a block.
And now you
Timeout,
see why he gets
Knights.
the ball.
All right. I like. This is a little bit different from the Wolfpack. They're not, there's not a ton of these perimeter shots chucked up so far by Kyle or anyone. It's a different. They're playing through someone else. They're playing through EJ a lot more than I expected them to.
Oh, yeah. And you see a lot of space in there. You're not seeing all these forced shots because they have a lot of space, especially around the perimeter. So they're not having to take bad shots.
What do you think the Knights need to do to get some more points on the board? They kind of been struggling after they made the one layup.
I think they need to, spread their bigs out and not so much in the paint, because if you have 3 big men, you're just clogging the drain. You ain't getting nowhere. So you need to have that premier scorer, especially of the 3-headed monster, taking that paint over, and because you see the Wolfpack, and they don't really have that 1-2-3 punch on the defensive side in the big men section. And you have three huge guys at Ivory, EJ, or not EJ,
Remy now.
Dendrod, and Remy, yeah. So I mean, you really don't have anything to lose right there. So I think that's where you go.
Now the Knights with it, coming out of the timeout. Let's see how they switched up. There's Bottoms. He's checked into the game for Kansas City. Maybe he's the answer. Who knows? Shadow Knight has Kyle in the post down low. And
that's a 3-second.
He stands there and gets a 3-second violation. A little slow to, make a decision there. And now the Wolfpack get the ball back.
They put both Ivories in.
Ivory in as well. Yep, I saw Kyle Ivory checking in.
Yep, they just put Robert at the 5.
Let's see what the Wolfpack got on this possession.
He's gonna
drive.
It's no good.
Good defense by Dendrod. He gets the rebound as well. Let's see if the Knights
Shadow
can
Knight
get a
brings
good
it
look up.
Yep, he's
There's
got a man
Ivory
wide open.
off the screens. A little bit too deep, though. Wouldn't have been
On
the best
ball,
look.
to
But
the
there's
basket,
Nyla
and good.
Ivory. Layup is good. Nice drive. Good finish.
Yeah. See, that's what I was talking about. If they get those big men to actually get the ball, get them scoring, and open looks will appear.
Let's see what the Wolfpack got. He's driving on Dendrod again, and actually draws a foul this time. Dendrod looking for the block, ends up fouling instead, and he'll go to the free throw line for the Wolfpack. Why is he 7'10"? I don't think he's 7'10". But he does seem pretty tall, but first free throw is off. More substitutions. Shadow Knight is gonna get a break, get some breathing time on the bench. Second free throw is off as well. No points for the Wolfpack there on the free throw attempts. You got Bottoms running the floor right now. Nice dish. Dendrod with the great pass to Robert Ivory inside. Throws it down. Only a 1-point lead at the moment for the Wolfpack. There's Bottoms. Getting called for a foul, trying to fight through the screen. He's driving on Bottom. Spin move. Oh, Robert Ivory comes in. What a block. Look at that again. Wow.
He said, "Not in my house."
He didn't have to do him like that. Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead and give
Yeesh.
him defensive play of the year.
Volleyball spiking it off the floor, out of bounds. What a play by Ivory. He's going to pull the three, and it's off. Here we go. The Knights with a chance to take the lead here in this first quarter.
They're really settling into that tempo. They really needed to get something going. And as he puts up a terrible shot.
Bonds looks for the three. I mean, he hit him in the summer league, so.
Look at the size of that little man.
Good steal. On the break. Bottoms to Ivory. Another dunk. Timeout, Buffalo. And the Knights have turned it around here in this first quarter. They are now up 8-7. Wow, what do you think of the spark that the Knights just got all of a sudden?
They're really making the Wolfpack go with their tempo. They ain't forcing any bad shots. You know, they're getting these defensive stops, and they're getting on the fast break as soon as they get in position. They're making these plays to get their big men into the paint and get them easy buckets.
Yeah, man, whatever. You know, they got this personnel in now. It's different personnel. Yeah, Ivory in the paint who's, you know, reacting quickly, swatting shots. And then he's too quick, you know, for the big men to keep up with them on the transition opportunities. And his teammates are taking advantage of that and finding him. And now they're up. And the Wolfpack offense has been a bit quiet ever since that start.
Yeah, I think what happened was Dindred and Ivory heard me talking about them being 0-3. I think they got mad.
They're watching. They hear you.
They watching.
Hold up.
They said we're not supposed to be 0-3. We're supposed to be 2-3.
Put some respect on our names. We're gonna come out and bounce back just to prove you wrong.
Hey, that's what they're doing right now. They said we're not out of this.
Kyle carrying. Not a lot from Kyle so far this game. It's been a lot of talk about, I don't think, Kyle pulls a three. No good. You had Tyler hit the three-pointer, and then EJ has the other points for the Wolfpack. So pretty interesting how Kyle hasn't found himself on the board quite yet. Ivory gets a screen from Ivory. Robert Ivory pulls a three, and it's off. But Dendrid, too big down low, gets the offensive rebound. Another chance.
Second
for the
chance.
Knights.
No good.
Not a good mid-range take right there. Pull up mid-range for the Wolfpack is off as well. Trading those looks to see who can make it first.
Yep, and what's
Ivory
happening here is Wolfpack are trying to take blows with them, and they're just trying to put up whatever shots they can, and it's not working. They're really forcing the shots out.
Robert Ivory got blocked there. They had another opportunity, but it was no good. And the Wolfpack a chance to possibly go back up. Here's Kyle coming off of the screen. Pulls a three. And it's off again. Still no points yet for Kyle. They're trying to get him involved. They're getting him looks. Just hasn't hit the bottom of the net just yet. Nyla and Robert working together. Step back. Robert Ivory open. Drains it for three. 7-11.
Dame, I bet you're not feeling this.
Yeah, I'm sure he was feeling the start, and then after that timeout. Hey, I respect that. The Knights really got together off that timeout and bounced back as they force another turnover.
They're doing a lot right now, and they're doing what they need to do.
Hold it for the last possession. It's Nyla with the ball. Hesitating, pulls a three. No good. And the Knights end the first quarter on top, 11-7. A low-scoring affair thus far.
Lead.
But yeah, considering the start, surprising end of the first quarter. How do you think the Wolfpack needs to come out here in the second quarter to take the lead back?
I see it they got lethal shooters all around. I mean, you got a center that he can shoot. He doesn't shoot, but he can shoot. You got this point guard that can shoot. You got a small forward that's playing at the 2. He can shoot. I think what you got to do right here is you got to space the floor a little bit more, get it inside some more, make them fall for that inside stuff, and then get some looks outside.
Okay. That could be. Maybe we'll see how they adjust. Maybe you have EJ Bailey back in the game. That was one thing I kind of noticed. They took EJ out of the game, and all of a sudden they couldn't really do anything. They couldn't adapt down him on the floor. So we'll see with him back in what happens now.
Yeah,
Bottoms on the drive.
I see a bunch of bad shots. I see all these heavy contested or just forced up shots, and if they turn that around, if they get EJ involved, and if they get Kyle Kerrigan, a lethal shooter that we all know, open looks, this game could easily get flipped around.
Yeah, they could definitely just turn it on and take the lead back as they put up a shot, and it's no good once again. And the Knights with the ball. Here goes Nyla Ivory. Step back 3. No good. There's Bailey on the board. Yeah, Matthews gets stripped.
And the
Knights.
Wolfpack turn it over again.
Tyler tried to pick it up to keep it alive, but he ended up stepping out of bounds, and the Knights take the ball back.
Yep, here we see Muggsy Bogues taking the ball again.
Muggsy Bottoms. Here comes
Yeah,
Ivory
Muggsy
off the
Bottoms.
screens. Good look. Just off that time. And the Wolfpack will get the ball as Dendrid hit the ball out of bounds. Here comes Ricky Wilson to take over at the shooting guard spot. Shadow will move down to small forward. Here we go, Tyler with the ball. Kerrigan not in the lineup for the Wolfpack at the moment, but they still got EJ Bailey in the game. Not a good pass. Dendrid. Dendrid is there to steal the ball for the Knights. Bottoms. It's a screen. Pulls the 3. And it's no good.
I think at this point they're just trying to run at tempo and they're trying to put up that shot, but it's not working. It's not hitting.
I'd be trying to really capitalize on the momentum. Bailey with the mismatch.
Bailey.
He had a guard on him. He took advantage of it. Goes up, and finally the Wolfpack put more points on the board.
He took that man to school.
EJ too big for him. And offensive 3 seconds is called, and the Wolfpack, they get the ball back. A chance to tie it. The momentum could be shifting back in Buffalo's direction. It might just be EJ.
I think it is. I think that EJ brings that domination factor to this team. And he really brings the momentum and the excitement to the team.
Ricky Wilson called for the foul. A trip to the free throw line with the chance to tie the game here for Buffalo.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Yeah, it just seems like EJ Bailey, has to be running the show, at least, for now, to keep this team in it. As, he's been in and their offense has been getting better looks, and he's finishing his looks. So you want to keep someone like that in the game, and you don't want to ruin anything for your team.
Dame, go ahead and give him 40
possible.
minutes. Go ahead and give him 40 minutes.
Just up the minutes. Don't ever take them out.
Everybody else can have 20.
Second free throw was good, only a 1-point game. Here's Wilson. Good pass in the corner. It's Dendrid for 3.
That's a 3. They said, y'all ain't coming back today.
Dendrid showing off the jump shot. Great pass by Wilson. Dendrid drains the easy look. How will the Wolfpack answer? fadeaway shot is off from Bailey.
Now for Dindred, he was the number 1 ranked overall player in this draft.
Oh, another 3
from downtown. Yes, sir. He said, "There's no way y'all are coming back in this game."
Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
But for the number 1 ranked player in this draft, how do you feel like he's performed?
For the Knights?
Yeah, Dindred.
I think I like his fit, and I like what they're building over there in Kansas City. Like, it doesn't have to be, pretty and like lean in stats or anything crazy. It's another 3 falls. They are just trading threes in this game. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. But yeah, I like Dendrid on the Knights and what he brings. He has good defensive reaction. I've noticed he's made some some tough, quick plays just off of reaction. So that's smart, and the lob to Matthews throws it down to the
top shelf.
The Wolfpack take the lead again. Timeout, Knights. What a stretch this has been. The team's trading threes at first, and then the Wolfpack cap it off with the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those no-biter type of games. It's not anything for Long Beach.
No, this isn't what Long Beach games have been. This is, you're not going to pull too far away. We're going to come right back. And it's just whoever makes the play last will come out on top.
They say you slam on us, we slam on you.
Man, that was not a lot of stretches like that where there was, 4 straight threes by these teams? Knights, Bulldogs?
I think 4
Knights,
combined.
Bulldogs or something? I said Bulldogs. Wolfpack. I said Bulldogs.
The same colors, except for the blue.
Wolfpack, Bulldogs,
Almost thought the Spartans were the Wolfpack at one point.
It happens sometimes, A little slip up, it's all good, but a very fun first half so far. I just hope it, stays competitive throughout the entirety of this game, where we can see a fourth quarter where maybe we have another stretch like that. As we come out of the timeout, and the Knights will take possession.
As the blimp says, Buffalo, not Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's a Wolfpack blimp. Don't get it twisted. Ivory drives on Matthews. It's no good.
Oh, we got a fast break going. Is that Kerrigan?
Kyle with the ball.
Yep.
They got Kyle in the game. I'm surprised he didn't take that with his quick release. Screen from
he should take that.
Good drive.
Oh. I thought that was going to be a
Kerrigan. He's got hops too.
He got up there.
He's white. He could shoot and he could jump. He throws it down. 20-17 for Buffalo. White men can indeed jump. Oh, Wilson.
Hard layup.
Drives. Good layup. Negative 10 isn't the best plus or minus. But hey, you're cutting the lead right there on that layup, and credit where credit is due on that bucket.
Ooh, Kerrigan just got wide open in the corner, but then he got clamped.
Oh, Ivory with the block. They try to use a screen from Bailey.
Wilson takes it
they
back
try
out.
to drive on Robert Ivory, who sends a shot back. And here goes Wilson, the handoff. Back to Wilson on the perimeter. He's going to pull the three. I thought he was going to drive because Kyle got hit pretty hard by that screen, but instead tried to pull the three and it's off. And now Kyle with
Kyle's
the
trying to
ball.
dribble back out.
Here's EJ. He's going to drive.
And that's good.
Pull-up is good. What a performance.
Backed up to
I like what I'm seeing. EJ Bailey, becoming more of a focal point coming over to Buffalo, inserted into the starting lineup, and he's showing why he deserves to be here and why, he is
He deserves
deserving
40 minutes.
Yeah, he deserves 40 minutes.
He needs to
Step
play
back
that.
on top.
He needs to play that D-Rose MVP season kind of thing.
Trying to go off like that. As the Wolfpack with the possession now off of the Knights' missed shot. Mismatch for EJ. I thought he was going to back him down, but went for the fadeaway right away, and it's off. And the Knights take possession here, trying to either tie or cut the lead to 1. Get some screen. Mid-range, good defense by Bailey. Shot is off, and there's Tyler with the board. About a minute and a half here in the first half. Matthews had a good look from 3, and it's off.
Yeah, see, I feel like at some point they got to guard up on that because that's not always going to be a break.
Yeah, Matthews is a sniper. You got to be careful. As Dendrid comes in, nice putback there, and he actually gets his takeover from that play.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I feel like that's where the Wolfpack are, they're doing something right because they're getting that ball into the paint, and then they have these wide open shots around the wings, the corners, and see they're following that direction, and that's a good way to go. And as he puts up a terrible shot in somebody's face.
Yeah, I like what you're saying though. They're becoming a threat inside, which can open up your outside game as well. As Wilson got a good look from mid-range. That would have taken the lead, actually.
Yeah. I thought it was 20.
In and out. Kyle, guarded by Wilson, who's now cold off of that miss. Kyle drive out to Bailey. Good pass. No good.
That was capitalize on that.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Kyle, finding a way over there. And the Knights, last possession. Will they take the lead here? 10 seconds. Robert with it. No good. Pulled the 3, and it's off. Kyle from half court. No good. The Wolfpack. 22-21. What a first half. This is a very fun and competitive matchup.
Yeah, this is very antsy. You'd be on the edge of your seat by now.
Man, so now we're at halftime. Who's made, on each side, on both teams, which players have, been, standing out to you the most? Who's impacting the game for each of their teams the most so far in the first half?
I mean, I think it's a no-brainer when I say, EJ Bailey. He definitely brings everything to the table that the Wolfpack needed. And I think that he's been phenomenal so far. And then for the Knights, they got a ton of good big men scores. Dendrid, you got Robert Ivory. But I think I'm going to have to go with Dendrid because I just feel like, he's got so many boards. I think he has 2 blocks or 3 blocks. I just feel like he's outperforming the team. I mean, I know he's not scoring a whole lot, but, if they just get him the ball more, let him do his thing, he'll be able to do what he needs to do to get y'all back in the lead.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on Dendrid. He's making a lot of noticeable plays on the defensive end, even if, outside of the stat sheet, if you're just watching, he's making his presence felt on that end. And then EJ Bailey, as Dame proclaims EJ's about to get a contract extension after his first game in Buffalo.
Better give that man the max.
He's getting his first chance to really shine as one of the top options as opposed to being used as more of a role guy or 6-man type of guy in Kansas City. He's making it worthwhile in Buffalo. To start the second half, Buffalo had the ball first. Kyle went up for the layup. Good defense by Shadow, I believe that was.
That was a tough board.
And now the Knights with the ball. Wilson, mid-range shot, no good. Ivory spinning around, getting the board.
Oh,
no good. He should have went up for it immediately. If he went up right away, he would have gotten a clean look.
Yeah,
would have been 2 points.
I don't feel like whoever was guarding they probably couldn't have stopped him from doing just like a standing dunk. I feel like he could have just got up on that rim.
You got a goaltending call, actually. Bailey goes up, and they call goaltending. So 24-21 now. Yeah, that was definitely that was kind of close. But, I mean, you can't go back. They're not going to review that.
Yeah. It's always a toss-up. You can't always get them right.
There's Dendron in the corner.
Kerrigan. He's
going to
put
drive.
A bad shot.
Tries to take it over EJ. That not the wisest thing to do.
No, he wasn't letting it happen.
Buffalo with a chance to increase the lead. They're up 24-21. Let's see if they get the lead up a little bit.
Yeah, still at this 3-point margin.
Kyle is off.
And put back.
Oh!
Jerome Tyler with a putback.
Tyler a little fancy with it there. He jumped up with one hand and just chucked it up off the backboard and in. Okay. 26-21. Majestic it was as Wilson knocks down the three.
Wilson with a bomb.
He may have been a little bit inefficient, but he's not letting things get too out of hand for his team. He's keeping them still in it. Only a 2-point game now. Tyler gets blocked the second time.
Rebounds.
The third time goes in, though. Third time's a charm. 28-24. Nice effort down low by Tyler. Wilson pulling it again.
No good.
He was feeling himself. He saw it go in and was like, oh, I can do that again.
He thought he had that hot spot.
There's EJ. That's not EJ, my fault. That's Tyler. Hit the ball in the corner.
That's Matthews. To Tyler.
There's Tyler. Kyle Money Kerrigan. Pulling it.
Oh, the shot's just not falling for him tonight.
Okay, he's not Kyle Money Kerrigan right now. He's just Kyle Kerrigan right now. Because he hasn't been able to knock down anything.
He's taking that moon shot. He's definitely Kyle Mooney. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, Wilson trying to drive.
Oh, that was a
forces
terrible
the shot.
Oh, and that's a
loose ball foul. As there's the block from Robert Ivory in that possession. Didn't stop Tyler from scoring, but Ivory, his effort was clearly there. So.
Yeah, I'm still favoring the block in the first half, where he volleyball spiked it. I think that was the block of the game.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy block by Ivory. Wolfpack taking it up the court. There's Kyle with it. If Buffalo wants to make sure they maintain this lead and win, Kyle's got to be better and put points on the board. As there he gets stripped. And now the Knights taking the ball up the court.
Back to Stratford.
Ivory thought about putting up a step back, but cooler heads prevailed.
Oh, that's Knight. That's Martin.
Oh, not a good look.
Oh.
He's got to force the three with the shot clock winding down, and it is no good. And here comes the Wolfpack once again.
Kerrigan, Elmer.
Dallo
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see right here. Oh,
Ivory with the block. Wow. Robert Ivory is built different. He had the size disadvantage. The smaller man, he just outsmarted him, got the block. There's Shadow Knight for three. It's off. On the glass, though. It's Martin. No good. Gets it again and scores. The third opportunity. Martin puts it in. 2-point game. How does the Wolfpack respond?
I don't know, but right now it's looking like they're building a brick house.
Oh, that's going to be another one. Not a good look. Ivory with the board, a chance to tie or take the lead. Good pass.
And
Nyla Ivory. Ivory to Ivory connection. Family ties on the fast break. Nyla ties the game on that dunk. Wolfpack need a timeout. Man. Just, you thought for a second, Buffalo was getting it going, kind of pulling away a little bit, got up by 5, I believe. Nope, Knights back in it. Buffalo gets it going a little bit again. Nope, Knights back in it. They can't. No team has been able to just totally pull away. This is one of those games where you can never be counted out.
Yep. And this game's gonna come down to the last 5 seconds of the game.
Oh yeah, most likely. If they keep going like this, then most definitely we're gonna be on the edge of our seats till the very end.
Question is, are we gonna get an overtime game? Is that what's gonna happen?
I don't know, man. Every time I thought there was about to be an overtime game, there wasn't. So
Yeah.
I'm like, it's close. It's gonna happen this time. And then someone steps up, knocks down a shot. I'm like, oh, guess it's not gonna happen. But hey, there's a first time for everything. Maybe
that's
this game is it. As the beautiful Buffalo blimp
Yeah.
goes by once again.
The beautiful Buffalo blimp, yes.
That doesn't match the team colors at all because 2K is weird with that anyways.
And a blimp can really fit in an arena.
The small blimp like that.
Oh, it looks bigger than it is.
Kyle Kerrigan pulls a 3.
Oh!
Finally!
He hits it.
There he is! Kerrigan finally knocks one down.
They threatened his minutes. They say you better.
That's what they need from him. Oh, here comes Bottoms off the screen. There's Nyla Ivory. Muggsy Bottoms.
Muggsy Bottoms to Ivory. Oh, Muggsy Bottoms.
Wide open look!
No good.
Oh, man. It's off.
Tremaine with a rebound. Kerrigan bringing it up court.
Let's see. If Kyle gets going, though, then it might be hard for the Knights to get back in it. You got Williams guarded by Nyla Ivory down in the post.
I think we're gonna see maybe another three. Yep, another 3. And it's
good! Kyle!
Back-to-back threes.
Oh, that was 2 actually. He was on the line. They only counted it as a 2.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's 2K3.
But still, Kyle Kerrigan back-to-back shots.
That was a deep 2.
Yes, deep 2-pointer. Ivory step back is off. Kyle's getting hot. This is not good for the Knights.
Nope, he's gonna take this lead from.
He's driving.
He's not gonna let him get back in it. He was feeling himself there. He was definitely feeling the urge to score more.
That was great defense there by Robert Ivory.
And
Nyla Ivory. Here we go again.
3-pointer.
They pulled away a little bit. Nope, Knights back in it. They knocked down the 3. Only a 2-point game again.
Let's see what Kerrigan can do because I know he wants to shoot.
Oh yeah, he's
hungry for that.
He saw the ball go in and he's like, "Give me the ball back. Spin move, crossover, throws it down.
Get up there.
Timeout, Knights." Kyle Kerrigan is getting going right now. Exactly what the Wolfpack were looking for from their first round pick.
They need their 1-2 punches. That's the only way that this game is going to come with a win. Because EJ Bailey he can't be doing everything for them.
Yeah, you got. At the end of the day, Kyle's still the franchise guy at the moment. He's their first round pick. Sure. He still has that pressure on him. Has that responsibility. So you got to have him come alive at some point. And luckily, he's doing just that for this Buffalo team.
Yeah, he turned on the light switch at the right time.
Yep, second half. No team could pull away, so he's going to turn it on now, make sure his team gets the dub. Still a lot of game to be played. Haven't even started the fourth quarter yet. There's still basically 2 minutes left here in the third, so we'll see what happens. Maybe the Knights still have the lead at the end of the third. Who knows?
Right, yeah. I mean, let's hope he keeps his work up because I mean he still has a whole other quarter.
Yeah, man, you can't be getting. Don't let the fatigue hit you now.
Yeah, because I mean we did see Kansas City. They were down by 3 points at the end of the first, and they came all the way back, and I believe they were leading at halftime by 1 point. I think it was
Let's see what we get.
11-8 at first and 22-21 at the second.
It was 11-7, and I think the Knights were up 4, and then the Wolfpack were up 1 at the end of the first half.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean it could really go any way because.
Oh, look at this mismatch. What is he do? What is he doing? You have the shortest guy in the league on you, and he didn't take the mismatch. It doesn't matter. Another 3 falls.
3-pointer.
This might be the biggest lead in the whole game. They're up by 7. I think that's the biggest lead we've seen in this game.
I believe it is. They're up by a ton in their terms.
Or at least tied.
Muggsy Bottom's trying to drive on that big old point guard.
Oh, Nyla Ivory again!
Oh my!
Comes back with another 3.
I think that's back-to-back for her.
Nyla Ivory refuses to stay down, keeping the team in it. Wow. Great look there. There's Kyle with the ball on the wing, waiting for the screen. He's going to take a 3. And it's off. Let's see if the Knights cut the lead even more before the end of the third. Robert Ivory giving the screen to his teammate, who drives and gets the foul call. And he'll head to the free throw line. I believe that's Tremaine being called for the foul.
Yeah, he's trying to get that and one. He said and one, big fella.
Let's see. Could still be a 1-possession game by the end of this quarter, and I hope so. I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, if he makes one of these 2, then it's
off on the first.
Now he has to make it.
He has to make it
to be a 1-possession. Yep.
Unless there's still plenty of time too. The Wolfpack could add more points.
They just put back in Dendrid and Ivory, Robert. So we'll see. Wilson's in, Tyler's in, and EJ Bailey.
Yeah, Wilson came in. I believe Ivory was on the floor. Maybe they moved positions though.
I think they moved him from the 3 to the 5. I just seen EJ Bailey just came in. As
the second free throw was good, 3-point game. The Wolfpack gonna hold it for the last shot. In this quarter.
If they make a 3 right here, I'm calling
Here's EJ.
Wolfpack winning. They might not make it. Okay.
It's off from mid-range. Buffalo is up 38-35 to end the third. A 3-point game going into the final quarter. People in the chat, who do you got coming out on top? Put who you think is winning this game in the chat. Be sure you're liking the stream as well, as we got this fun battle going on. Show us that you're enjoying it just as much as we are.
Yes, sir. And I believe, Jalen, that the majority of this game has been a 3-point lead on either side.
Yeah, they're trading the 3-point leads, it seems like.
It hasn't been no jump to 5 or 1 point or, it's always been a 3-point lead at some point, and then they'll get a 2, and then the other team will get a 2. So they're just trading punches.
Even what you had the split second where it was a 7-point game, and now look, it's only a 3-point game again. It's just one of those games. There's Nyla Ivory to start the fourth.
This one's definitely going to be down on the wire.
The Wolfpack has some strong support right there in the chat. They've got Nyla repping the Knights, but she got no backup in the chat at least at the moment. Tyler on the drive.
And that was a big hammer. That was a big hammer.
Two-handed slam puts them up 5. What will the Knights respond with next? Back to a 2-possession game. Good pass in the corner. Dendra. It's off. I think it was the right play there. It just didn't fall that time. It was a good dish from the point guard Wilson. Because Dendra hit it earlier, so you gotta If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Driving. Taking the jumper, actually. No good, but the ball goes right to E.J. Bailey, and the possession will stay with Buffalo. Here goes Matthews in the post. Over
Ooh, that's a
Ivory.
bad shot.
Good defense by Nyla Ivory. She gets the board. Running it. There's Wilson. Inside of Roberts.
Throws it down.
Another.
Ooh. I would love to see a tomahawk throw down. One-handed.
I feel like Ivory could do something crazy if he wanted to. He just hasn't yet. And, you know, I respect that he hasn't. You don't need to. But I would love to see it.
Yeah, he hasn't had the
Oh!
This ain't
Tyler! It might as well be. It's Tyler. Another dunk of his own. These two are having a little dunk contest between them. Back to a 5-point game. Nyla outside gets a screen from Robert. Pulls a 3.
And that's good.
Oh my goodness. What has gotten into Nyla Ivory? Another 3. Wow, what a shot. How are the Wolfpack going to respond to that? What a shot by Ivory.
I think they got to get Kyle out here again.
Quarter 3 is off.
They took him out, and he was hot.
The Knights with a chance to tie the game, possibly. Here's Wilson getting the screen.
For the tie.
Pulls up.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's off. Wolfpack with it.
They're taking their time on these possessions.
Wilson, nice defense, forcing him to pick up his dribble. There's EJ in the ball. EJ and Robert. Here we go. Oh, man.
That's a bad shot.
3. And now the Knights again. Chance to tie. Here comes Shadow Knights. Getting the rebound. He's running it. Takes it inside.
That's not going to go. No way.
No, looks like he was trying to draw a foul, possibly.
Oh,
Shot
yeah.
is off. And here we go. Jerome Tyler. Down low. Mismatch.
EJ,
Bailey.
that's easy. That's an easy bucket.
2. Shadow Knight went for the steal. Bailey takes advantage. Easy 2 points. Buffalo up 4. Here we go. Here comes Nyla again. Nyla's been on fire.
If you get a
Nyla behind
mismatch
the back.
like
Corner. Shadow Knight.
EJ Bailey.
Splash!
Oh, 1-point game in Buffalo. Or as the Blimp calls it, Brooklyn. But
You know, we won't talk about that.
yeah. No, you put EJ Bailey on any of their forwards or their guards, it's gonna look like Boban. And we all know how that turns out. You're 7-3. You might as well be 7-4. Put your hands up. They can't grab that ball.
Wow, that was a great dish. You know, Nyla this time, you know, making the right pass, setting up the great shot. And Shadow Knight, you know, has been a little bit quiet this game on the offensive end, but making it when it matters. And now it's only a 1-point game, and now the Wolfpack are in this timeout to discuss what they need to get going. Here with about 5 minutes left in the fourth.
So Jalen, at this point, I mean, we both are seeing how these teams are competing and how they're playing. Who do you got like coming in for the win? Like, do you see an upset happening? Do you see the Wolfpack pulling the rest of this game out?
Man, so far, like, you have the Knights. They get their momentum swings, but like for a little bit, they haven't been able to jump back up to the lead. And you know, it's been a minute since they've been able to do that. So part of me thinks Buffalo is just gonna do enough to stay on top here to end this game. But I mean, who knows? The momentum shifts have been pretty crazy in this game. Very unpredictable.
It indeed is. It's a weird scene because you don't see these teams just going back and forth like this too often. So I mean, it's definitely something to keep track of as they shoot a 3.
Oh, money! Carrigan is coming up clutch right there. Pulls the 3 and gets the Wolfpack back up by 4.
And this is what I was talking about, because as soon as he gets hot and
Oh,
he gets those shots up and gets going, he is hard
Wilson.
to stop.
Wilson pulled a 3 and was off. The Wolfpack chance to increase the lead. Kyle dribbling
Getting
around.
fancy. He's getting fancy with it.
He's back in. He's ready to take over. He's driving. Over
Good take.
Wilson. It's
Yes, sir.
good. Kyle puts him up by 6.
He said, "I'll work out. Do you?"
He's too strong for him. Here goes Shadow Knight. Back to
You see
Wilson.
Those arms are big.
Kyle with the steal.
He's doing it all right now. Oh, he almost gets picked.
Oh, he
does
loses
get
the
picked.
ball and Wilson gets it back.
And one.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
quite.
What a sequence. He steals it and then loses it. Gets called. Luckily, he didn't give up the bucket. Fouls him.
Oh my god. I can't.
The Dendron not too thrilled with the
The call.
Wilson's performance. He's at the free throw line. Let's see if he could close the gap a little bit. First free throw's good.
TJ's console gonna turn off before this game's over with. He can't handle the power of this game.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's too crazy. Too much stuff going on.
Second free throw
It's good.
is good.
4-point
So
game.
back to a 4-point game. But Kyle might be turning it on right now. He might just be straight taking over.
I just say
So
you're
we'll
wasting
see
the
what
clock right here. You got to pass the ball around. You know, get that clock down a little bit more,
Tyler.
which they don't do
Oh.
because you're trying to
To
take
be
your time.
fair, it was a pretty good look. It just wasn't, didn't fall as Robert Ivory
Well,
takes it out of bounds.
I just don't think you take that ball out of your star player's hands right now. Like if EJ was making them shots, you don't take it out of his hands. But instead, Kyle Kerrigan's making those shots, and he's looking good at it. And I just don't think you take the ball out of his hands, even if you have an open look.
Tyler with Wilson on him, backs him down, no good. Kyle passed it down to Tyler, who had the point guard on him, so they thought he could take advantage of a possible mismatch. Doesn't work. Wilson,
And good.
spin move, drives and finishes. And he's cut the lead to 2. Maybe he might help the Knights bring it back.
Mr. Rubio Wilson over here.
Let's see. Here's Kyle. There he is.
3. That's it.
Drains
That's
it. Kyle Kerrigan again.
Another 3. Up by 5. 2.5
Kyle
to go.
is taking over. Here's Wilson. Taking it. Spins again. Goes up. Not a good take. Buffalo gets the rebound.
Put it in Kyle's hands.
You gotta give them. There he is.
There it is.
Kyle with the big man on him. Spinning.
Driving in, that's
Driving.
good. That's
Gets
good.
the finish.
That's 7
Kyle Kerrigan.
19
19
points.
points. He has turned it on here in the second half. Here's Ivory. Drives against blocked.
Oh, he's packed. They're driving
I
up
believe
court.
that's EJ.
Tyler's taking it in.
Tyler, good pump fake.
No good.
And it's off. But they're up 7 with a minute and a half.
This game's
Ivory
about a wrap.
trying to take over. Passes it to Wilson. Back out to Shadow.
That's it.
Ivory
Yeah,
for 3.
Yeah, that's not good.
No good. And there's Kyle
Kyle.
Kerrigan coming up with the rebound.
There's the hot man. He's on fire. If they get
Kyle.
any time of points here, I'm going to say it's game.
They gave it to Tremaine, who has the mismatch, but he's not doing anything with it right now.
Back to the corner. They're going to pass it back to...
There's Bailey. Kyle in the
There he
corner.
is. There's Kyle. He's going to take it. That's
That's a-
difficult shot.
But under a minute, the Knights, they have to get a bucket on this possession. Ivory,
That's a terrible
Pulls
shot.
a 3.
That's not going in.
that's not
That's
it.
game. That's game.
Yeah, that might be it.
I think that is.
They can just chew the clock,
They don't
maybe
have to
get
do
another
anything
field
with it.
goal.
Yep, that's.
Oh, but
that's
Kyle, But Kyle ends it.
Hey, KC money, whatever you needed, baby. KC money, whatever you needed, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. I couldn't resist no more. That man is himself. Boy, RD. You hear me? Let's get it.
The dagger,
What they
Kyle
talking about, man?
Kerrigan.
What
with
they
the
talking about?
poster.
As EJ
Let's
Bailey wins
go.
player of the game.
They give EJ player of the game, but Kyle is player of the fourth quarter. Oh my goodness.
He's the king in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was the dagger right there. Put him up 9. The largest lead of the game. A poster slam by Kyle. Man, he just turned it on in the fourth quarter. As Bottoms puts up a shot, it's off.
And they put it back.
They put it back in,
We still
but
got
might
some,
be...
we still got some time in this. I mean, if they play their cards right, make them shots that they need to make, then it could be game.
Oh,
it could be.
They almost stole it. That would have been interesting, but it might be too little, too late. Down low. Post look is no
They
good.
gotta push
but,
this fast.
Yeah, I'll start. Yeah, it's too little, too late. They pulled the 3.
Yeah,
It's
this
off.
game.
The Buffalo Wolfpack, 56-49.
3-1 on the season.
Kyle Money Kerrigan shows up in the clutch. Wow, what a performance in the fourth by Kyle Wolfpack.
Man.
And we got.
And now Dame has reappeared.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man.
We got hot mic on Dame.
I've been spinning in my spinning chair in my office. I've been getting. Hey, look, fourth quarter. I was getting a little too excited over here. So I apologize for my outburst, but I just couldn't help myself. That's a grown man.
Nah, bro, I don't blame you at all. That was fun to watch.
Oh,
Kyle
man.
do what he did when. That's
Great
just a
game.
great player being great when it matters.
Great game by both teams. The Knights came out to ball. They played hard. Is there any way that we can get either EJ or Kyle on the show?
Yeah, let's try to get EJ.
I'm down for whichever or both.
Yeah,
Okay.
or both.
Quick post-game interview.
I'll let y'all
Because,
in on the interview.
man, that was a great competitive game, all the way till the end. Both teams, with these little momentum shifts back and forth. Like Nyla Ivory was cooking for a little bit, just knocking down threes to bring her team back in it. And then, man, Kyle with a crazy performance.
Not only to
Yeah,
bring
EJ
back
is in here right
but
now.
to that's EJ. But to put the nail in the coffin.
For sure. So EJ Bailey, welcome back in. Great win. How are you feeling off of that crazy competitive matchup?
To say my heart ain't beating a mile a minute, I'll be lying. Man, it was a game that had me tripping the whole time. Kyle, like, if we can get Kyle in here, I love talking to him face to face, but Kyle, when I say when it got to the third quarter in the end, and you don't understand, I'm sitting over here like, Kyle, I have got us the lead. I just need you to finish. Kyle, I said that all third quarter, and then fourth, 3. Oh my God, Kyle, another 3. I said, Kyle, come on now. He goes in, gets 2 dunks. I said, yep, that's game. Kyle's got it. I don't got to be in the game anymore. Kyle's got it.
He kind of just took control and took it from there, man. How was you had a great performance yourself, though. What was did you know or expect to be such like a focal point early on, like in your first game like this?
I think Kyle is in here for y'all. By the way.
Yeah, Kyle's in here. Yeah.
To be honest, when it came down to it, I was just coming in and nice with my old team. And it, like I said in the interview with Jalen, it wasn't no ill will or any feeling. I'm sorry, my wife's messing with me right now, but it wasn't any ill feelings or ill feelings towards anything. It was just like I had to prove myself. I came out and I showed that I'm more than just that a center. I'm a star. I can be a star, and I'm gonna be a star. So, Kyle, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Do you think?
All right. So I want to know, how does Dame and EJ feel about giving him 40 minutes a game?
Hey man, listen. We don't discuss team business to the media. You guys are toxic. You guys are toxic.
That's what you need.
Yo, we got Kyle in here.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
Kyle, wow, what a fourth quarter from you, my man. What got into you? Was it just like a flip of a switch? What happened in that fourth? What did you do to turn it around?
Well, I went into the locker room and I was the first one to speak. I wanted to let my coach and everyone know that I was sorry I was letting them down. And I just came out with a fury, man. I just had to let them know that wasn't who I am, and I just erased that whole first and second quarter, and I just, put that in the past, and it was a whole new game going into the third and fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And then, this was a tough game, it showed a lot of differences in the teams, like in terms of how they played that we hadn't seen before from either of them. And, a lot of that had to do, the roster move with EJ being here. How did it feel being on the floor with, EJ this time?
Oh my God, man. That dude is a beast. He came to me pre-game and he said, let me take over first quarter, man. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling myself, man, but he took over. He said, let me take over. And I got to give him props where props is due. Man, like, he's a beast. Like, and I got to give it to Jerome Tyler as well. Like, he comes in, he handles his business as well. And I'm just happy we got a good squad on our hands, Like, it gets me excited for the whole season.
Yeah, man, you guys showed that, and then you coming out with the 12 points in the fourth quarter right there, just the little sugar on top, cream of the crop, all that. So, Austin, Dame, you guys got any other questions for our two players of the game right here?
Yeah. So Kyle, how did you feel the last minute or so of the game? Like, what was going through your mind at that time?
It's money time, man. This is what my name is made.
Yep.
It's money time. I like that.
You definitely showed it. I gave a little insult to that. I said Mooney, but you definitely money.
Yeah, that got me. That got me on this end, Shit. It's all love, you know what I mean? I enjoy this shit. Oh, excuse my language. I enjoy this. My bad. Whoops.
All good.
Yeah.
But I just enjoyed the competition, man. I got to give it to the other team. They came out and balled. That family duo, man. Those team. Watch out for them coming up.
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
You played a great game. Played phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Both of you.
Absolutely. Hey, man. Both of the games that we watched tonight was outstanding. Shout out to the Surf for getting they dub. I think they went 2-0. They're 2-0, right?
Yeah.
2-0. And then obviously Buffalo Wolfpack going 3-1. As we kind of near almost the quarter part of the season, but it's still a lot to go. I'm excited for the rest of the season, man. Y'all boys balled out. Appreciate everybody that was in the stream, my commentators. We'll be back with it again tomorrow night. Did y'all have anything else y'all wanted to kind of say off your chest? Jalen, Dame, Austin.
Me is just the following teams need to get their tendencies into myself and TJ tonight or tomorrow. It's going to be the Lumberjacks, Gunners. What else we got? The Barons, Stars, and Bulldogs. And that's all I got.
Yeah, TJ. I think my GM sent his over to you.
Got you. Yeah. I'll definitely check out that. I got my boy Dame rocking with me. Nyla, you balled out. Y'all just didn't get the dub, man. It's a lot of things that need to happen on the flip side for a lot of these teams. A lot of room for improvement. But don't worry. We haven't even touched the surface. So still a lot of basketball to be played. Montreal versus Surf. I know a lot of people going to be looking forward to that game. We're going to pop that off tomorrow night. And then we're capping a doubleheader off with the Athens Bulldogs versus the Buffalo Wolfpack. A lot of
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a lot of Buffalo and Pirates games in this first, I would say, quarter. But don't worry, I know y'all probably checked out the schedule. I did post that on Band, so we definitely gonna have a lot more games for the other teams to be played. So, like I say, a lot of basketball. But it's been fun. Can't wait till tomorrow night. Doubleheader matchup. Make sure y'all keep it locked right here on MGN Sports. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. We stream pretty much every night. That's all I got, man. Y'all keep it classy. Peace. See you tomorrow.